Sandcastle here. We're back from the Trump rally. We had a fun time. My CIA handlers amazing. All-American, full auto, PDW missile launcher, made from the remains of our enemies. Capable of firing 30 subsonic Hellfire Tomahawk self-defense missiles a second. Infrared enabled, heat signature lock-on technology. No enemy of the state is safe, wherever they may be.
Thank you, Moloch, for your contribution.
For class, we'll be choosing prisoner to celebrate our higher-than-average prison population. And stamina. Helmet, mask of the prisoner, armor, shadow militia clothes, and the bonebow to express our Second Amendment rights. For ammunition, we'll be going fluoride, 200 milligrams, to restore consciousness back to acceptable levels. Also, we handpicked sleep arrows because this was one of the comments on the wiki. It's time to break the minds of our subhuman enemies, because physical wounds can heal. Eliminate your adversaries coldly and emotionlessly from miles away, in the name of our reptile overlords. After our strategic reposition, freedom still reigns. We give their leader a tactical magdump. His fellow socialists can do nothing but watch. Where was your free healthcare at when you needed it? Communist pigs. We commandeer their elevator as we have important business to attend to. I'm sure these gentlemen can find a nice cold train back to Siberia. Just gotta remind them, you're only a couple trigger pulls from death. Our MK Ultra passcode was activated. I hear an extremist trying to gain access to a height advantage using a ladder.
Not if Liberty has anything to say about it.
You have the freedom to fall 50 stories and break every bone in your body. Set into free fall, just like his union. Try to fix that one, Boris.
Make sure to aim your incendiary rounds at center mass to confirm lethal immolation.
He's chosen to redistribute the labor of doing the boss fight to 2 cooperator summons, with the idea of sharing the reward between them. Following by example, we redistribute his brain matter onto the cement. That'll teach him, or will it? These types never learn. My hollow-tip arrow isn't enough to puncture the Tango's body armor, so we lead them to something that will. An anti-personnel WD-40. It eliminates them with enough force that their mother in the nearby Pashtushi village could hear the explosion. It's okay. Their third world underdeveloped constitution guarantees them the right to a closed casket. I spot some oligarchs trying to subvert our elections. They notice my investigation and immediately flee the scene. I lay down some extrajudicial suppressive fire. They're terrified of our militaristic tenacity. Hard work scares these Bolshevik types to their core. I get posted up on the elevator. They're doing typical communist pedophile activity, pretending to be inanimate objects. Stalin actually used to contort his physical form to that of a coat rack as well. They've got to be some high-level psychic vampires to perform that bloodline ability.
It's possible that they're directly related to him.
I'm hit again by his blood magic. I apply a field dressing to stay in the fight. They're bombarding me with psychic, telekinetic mental attacks, causing me to miss my shots. Your disinformation won't work on me. I'm able to overcome their vampire abilities using my special forces training. Thank you, taxpayers. While my intentions may be noble, some people just aren't capable of understanding freedom, especially if they have fangs and burn in the daylight. They had me pinned down. Things aren't looking good, but all of a sudden, his urge to moonveil me outweighed his desire to live. I'm not surprised. It's to be expected from people that would wait in a breadline.
Our work is never finished.
More people line up to become human sandbags.
Endless hordes of people that don't speak American. Don't feel bad for them. They're not sending their best. These are people that use bleed builds and wear heavy armor unironically. These are not good people. It's up to us to protect the future of our beautiful country. One self-defense ICBM at a time.
The fluoride dosage is doing irreparable caustic damage to their nervous system, causing them to act in strange and bizarre ways. Capacity for self-preservation annihilated. The White House is in jeopardy, sir. There's an influx of migrant caravans on their way from around the world. We found out where they're headed. They're trying to reach the president. They claim to want a president that can articulate his thoughts and stand up straight and not crawl on the floor like a spider. This cause for concern is clearly unwarranted. He's got at least 5 more terms left in him. Can't let these fearmongers ruin our democratic process. That's where you and Border Patrol come in. We'll be intercepting the protester caravans here, here, and here. The smart ones will attempt to use the brush as cover to avoid contact with our immortal customs officials. This is where the thermal heat sensing technology on the bonebow comes into play. As they crawl in the mud to avoid detainment, we'll be pelting them with enough fluoride to make them watch slime sensory videos for life. The moment they attempt to resist arrest by leaving the brush and fighting back, they'll be apprehended by a swarm of federal agents and sent back to their great-grandparents' country of origin.
Now that the briefing's over, let's get down to business. We locate the first suspect hiding from authorities by tracking his brain-implanted RFID signal. He's unaware of the thermal homing our arrows are capable of. Vaccination successfully administered. He retreats into the undergrowth and then flanks around. He's desperately trying to get a hit in on me. I might be a little too overqualified for this guy. I think he's starting to realize that resisting is pointless. After more flailing around, he approaches again. We douse him with more sedatives, just shy of giving him brain damage. That's when I notice him. It's none other than the late Abu bin Baba Gub II. Officer Hit, we're gonna need federal backup. My fellow glowies in hot pursuit. Put your hands above your head. I supply covering fire so he can advance. Our agent performs standard procedure and calcifies his pineal gland. That's one demonstrator down. I'm deeply emotionally affected by the trauma of having to take his life, so I take some time to mourn his passing. But as long as the protest continues, we still have work to do. He's hiding in the shrubs. A laughable attempt by Gub to evade the law. These fugitives can't shake us. You renounced your citizenship when you decided to attend this protest. We sedate his new accomplice, and he's swiftly detained. We switch targets to Gub. Overwhelmed by our fire superiority, he rushes to summon more protesters out of desperation. He's clearly organized this entire peaceful protest to get revenge for what we did to his father. It's not worth it, Baba. Revenge isn't worth the price. Blinded by rage, he starts swinging at the air wildly. We understand what he must be feeling right now, but the state has determined that it doesn't matter. His friend must have slipped out of his cuffs. Oh well, back to jail. We catch him out on the ridgeline, struggling to move in his heavy armor. We send a volley downrange, and the agent goes in for a takedown. He'll be transferred to a secure facility where they can pour water on his face, 12 hours a day. Let's report our results back to the administration.
Congratulations, you saved America. I knew you could do it. Now go, take care of Los Angeles homeless problem.